I know you as a student want to make $10,000 a month, and I'm going to show you how in this video. There's a lot of gurus out here that are trying to make it seem way easier than it really is. Sad part is, they haven't even done it themselves, so why would you pay attention or even give it a follow? So that's why in today's video, I'm going to give you 3 main components on how to make $10,000 a month. I'm going to do it in less than 10 minutes. So let's throw a clock up and let's get started. Now that I have multiple companies doing millions of dollars a month and able to bring home hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, I still remember what it was like being an entrepreneur in the early days, jumping from course to course, trying e-commerce, trying trading, trying pretty much everything there was known to man. I used to buy courses, I lost money in pretty much everything that I tried. And the biggest problem was I didn't have a video like this to tell me exactly what to do in order to become profitable. Making $10,000 a month is not that hard. You just need the right vehicle in order to make yourself feel really comfortable doing it. Something that's not too risky, something that other people want, something that other people like, something that attracts others as well. School doesn't really teach you this, but you need to find the right side hustle. It's not really drop shipping, as that is very expensive the more you scale. Or meme coins. Yes, I've made money in meme coins, obviously, but it can ruin your reputation or it's very expensive. There's just a lot of pros and cons. Compared to a service-based business where you can generate income with a very little capital, if any at all, and you can generate customers hand over fist continuously. Now, what do I mean by this? Yes, you can do drop shipping, and I have a lot of friends that are very successful in this and they have mastered the skill set, but there's a lot of costs associated with this. You can easily make $1 million a year, but what are your profit margins? What do you have to deal with? Do you have to go buy a warehouse? Do you have to handle shipping and logistics? Do you have to have customer service constantly working with people to make sure people get their orders? And all these other problems, it just might not be what you want for an exact side hustle. It's kind of like real estate. You can be rich on paper, but do you have any money in the actual bank account? And when the government comes to call for your houses that you have to pay for, can you actually pay them off? No, you cannot. So what you need is a side hustle that's gonna make you money right now with very little capital. And when you're first starting out and you really wanna make $10,000 a month, you need something that's gonna put money in your pocket right away. And that's where a service-based business really comes in. Managing someone's social medias or helping them market or creating thumbnails, whatever it is, it needs to be a high perceived value that you can leverage in order to make cash flow. Now, what is high perceived value? That is where a customer can hire you in order to help them grow their company, scale their business, and make their life easier so they can make more money. One of my favorite things to do in order to make money is using leverage. Leverage, arbitrage, whatever you want to call it. And what that is basically you go out and you find a customer. And let's say that customer needs graphics made. Then you take those graphics that you need made and you go find people on Fiverr, other different platforms in order to make the graphics for you. That way that what you can do is pay them and you keep a percentage in the middle. So you're basically just making a spread and it makes your life easier and you're delivering a top tier product. There's a ton of services you can provide. And what I've done is I've compiled 7 different service-based businesses. Now, I'm gonna be dropping that video next week. You just have to wait and watch it so you can figure out what's gonna work best for you. But one thing you're not gonna do is go broke. A service-based business can guarantee that you don't do that, unlike a product-based business where you can create the wrong product or you have high capital, you have high injections, you just might not be able to make it in that space. Now that you found the thing that you like doing that's in the service-based business, you're probably not really good at it yet. But that's okay, because we're gonna help you fix that right here, right now. You know, your best resource is definitely YouTube University. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna find someone that's in your specific niche with a very large audience, and we're gonna start studying them. So when you're watching the video, what you're gonna do is you're gonna pull out your journal, pull out a pen, and you're gonna write down key notes and points that they're bringing out that maybe resonate with you or hit with you. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna go down in the comment section and you're gonna see if they actually have a real, true core audience that they're helping people actually make money with. So a lot of these people are gonna have free communities. Maybe it's on Reddit, maybe it's Discord, maybe it's Telegram. I would definitely take that extra step and I would join those so you can really see exactly what these people are teaching and if people are actually learning. So by joining these communities, what it's really gonna help you with is you can see what mistakes and hurdles that people are having so you can try and completely avoid them so you can get to making your $10,000 a month faster than ever. It's one thing to just watch these videos and learn from them online, but the reality is when you're in these groups, you can really dive into it and you get front row access to learning what it really takes to be successful. You might not be able to grab viral attention like Donald Trump or Hawk Tour or all these other super famous people, but what you can do is help a local business really scale and grow their company in order to make them more money, which then makes you more money. Now, the business that gets you to $10,000 a month might not be the business that gets you to $1 million a year, might not be the business that gets you to $10 million a year, but that's okay. You have to crawl before you can walk, you have to walk before you can run, and we're here to help you run and sprint, but you gotta take the proper steps and the right action. And I'm trying to teach you guys here right now how to do that exactly. Now, the most overlooked thing about making $10,000 a month is it's not as easy as it seems. That 20-year-old, that 19-year-old, that person that's just flexing the Lamborghini, the Ferrari online, that's telling you you're gonna be rich in 90 days, he's completely full of shit. And I know that because I've done it. It took me 5 years to get to a point of making $10,000 a month. But if I had a video like this, I would have been doing it faster. So what I want you to do is I want you to be realistic with yourself. I don't want you to look at this as, oh, I'm gonna make $10,000 a month next week, or I'm gonna make $10,000 a month next month. You need to have a realistic, we need to stretch out that mindset. We need to put proper expectations on it for you so you can actually become successful. So as I said before, it took me 5 years in order to make $10,000 a month, but that's because I was stubborn, hard-headed, thought I knew everything. I was also 21, 22-year-old kid that saw everyone else driving a Lamborghini and thought, oh, I'm gonna make it this way. So it took me 5 years. But the reality is I think if you do this right and you find the proper vehicle, the proper tools, the proper niche, you can make $10,000 a month within 9 to 12, maybe even a little bit longer, 15 months, and you could be on your road to success, or even driving a Lamborghini if that's what you want. And another crazy thing, in today's time, we have more opportunities than there's ever been. There's more YouTubers, there's more creators, there's more TikTokers. There's so many ways to make $10,000 a month online now. For me, there wasn't as many ways. It was strictly the only thing that I knew, which was trading. So when I'm mentoring people, one of the first things I want to do is I want to make sure they have realistic expectations. And if you hit those expectations sooner, that's okay. But let's start with making enough money to maybe pay your phone bill. And then let's add another bill, maybe your car bill. Maybe next it's gonna be your grocery bill. And then maybe next it's your insurance bill. So start with realistic expectations because it could take you a while. But if you can easily and consistently cover one bill and then add another, awesome. That is spectacular. And I'm proud of you for doing that. But let's not stop there. I wanna make sure you can cover all your bills, and I wanna make sure you build the dream life that you put on your vision board. Whether it's driving the Ferrari, whether it's traveling with your family, whether it's buying a big mansion, maybe it's wearing Louis Vuitton, I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, I just want you to write it down and I wanna make sure you achieve that. Now, I wanna set clear expectations. Getting you to $10,000 a month is just the start. Kevin O'Leary said something, and what he said was, making your first $1 million is the hardest, and then once you learn how to do it, you just keep repeating that cycle, rinse and repeat. I agree, but I also disagree, because for me, making the first $10,000 a month was the hardest, because once I figured out how to do that, then I just kept rolling it over and doing it again and again and again. It was way harder than making the million. Once I made $10,000 a month, $1 million came like that. All right, look at getting $10,000 like this. Business has highs and lows. You might get your first client on day one. Then you might not get a client for another 3 months. Then you might get 5 more clients. And then you flatline again. And then you might get 5 more clients. Now you're at $10,000 a month. Everyone has a number that when their bank account gets to a certain point, they like start stressing, start panicking, start freaking out. And I'm here to tell you that number is gonna grow. I remember when I first started out, my only goal really was simply to shop at Whole Foods every single day. I don't know why. I just saw someone shopping at Whole Foods every day, buying lunch, and I was like, damn, that's expensive. He's spending 30, 40 bucks a day. That new baseline for you is gonna grow. So what you need to do is find ways to maintain making your money and keep these clients happy. So once you start making $10,000 a month, what you really want to do is make that your financial identity. Now you're a 6-figure earner and you want to stay there. You want to keep that lifestyle. So I believe pressure makes diamond. And now that you've made that financial mindset shift of making $10,000 a month, you want to lock that in and put that pressure on yourself so you can remain in the top 10% earners of the world. Well, I hope this video helped you guys. Next week, I'm going to be dropping a video that's the top 7 side hustles to get you to $10,000 a month. And I think these are all going to blow up in 2025. And as always, if you like this video, please hit that subscribe button. Pretty please.